Hi, Scorpio. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I am here to do your love reading. This is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have the Six of Wands and we have the Four of Pentacles. So, there's a strong feeling here. Seven of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there's something here to do with. Okay, so there's a lot of things coming up. The first thing I'm seeing is I'm seeing a big black tourmaline crystal, and it's almost like sitting in the center. It's like a huge one sitting in the center of like a big room. And I feel like there's a message coming up about like just kind of like do something. I'm not sure what this is exactly, but it's almost like with the Four of Pentacles, there might be some barrier or limitation that you feel currently in your life, and there's a message here to where it's almost like I'm getting this encouragement or this strong feeling of like an urge to just move forward with something, or just do it, or just kind of like move everything out of the way for you to progress and to move forward with that Six of Wands. And I feel like I'm hearing extra baggage. So it's almost like they're showing me if you're, packing for a trip, and, you can't really fit all of your clothes into the suitcase, and you can't zip it up because it's too stuffed, and then you have to take the suitcase and remove some extra clothes that you had in there, or some excess shoes that you don't need for the trip. It's that kind of feeling here with the Five of Swords reversed, and here's the Queen of Wands. There's really a strong message here for whoever this reading is for here, that you are the Queen of Wands. You could be a fire sign, but of course you don't have to be. But there's something like, the Queen of Wands in this reading, how I'm seeing it, is like purifying with the fire. And the Queen of Wands is very confident. The Queen of Wands goes after what he or she wants. And I feel like with this here, it's kind of like with the Six of Wands as well. There's just something here for this main theme of the message is to unpack, whatever it is that is in excess for you. With the Five of Swords in reverse, this could be so many different things, so we'll get more information. It could be mental blockages, it could be things that are physically in your environment, it could be people that that are kind of like just they're hanging out in the suitcase, but you never put it on, you never wear it, you never wear that article of clothing, if that makes sense. So why is it taking up space? It could also just be literal too. Maybe somebody is going through needing to reprioritize or reorganize their home, or clean things up if you feel cluttered right now, because that's kind of how I'm seeing it. But with that black tourmaline crystal and the Five of Swords, this could be that there is something which could be blocking in terms of needing more energetic protection right now for whoever this is. With this Queen of Wands, again, I feel like let me see a little bit more here. I'm hearing story incomplete. Page of Pentacles. There's some offer coming in here with the Page of Pentacles. It's almost like I'm seeing a letter of some sort, or like an offer being extended with this Page of Pentacles. Tell me a little bit more, Spirit, about this message. Tell me a little bit more. What's going on here? I'm hearing all that glitters is not gold. Okay, so this might be a very specific message, and just again, don't take it if it's not for you, but there's almost something coming up where there's like, again, some type of offer, which I'll clarify more what that is, but something which is almost like too good to be true, or it's not really, it's almost like it's a false chapter somehow, or it's like an offer which is not putting you ahead with whatever this is. So for example, if it's a love connection, or if it's something with, maybe even a job offer, it might look good on the outside, but it's not really it's not really for the best for you on a deeper level. And I feel like this is in reference to the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords, something that has to go right now in your life, or something that has to kind of be cleared or purged away here. Because I feel like with the Queen of Wands, whoever this reading is for, you're really right now in the process of kind of creating like carving your destiny here. There's something very big happening for you where I'm hearing it's like there's one half, I'm seeing like a half of something here and then the other half here, but the other half of the puzzle doesn't fit on this half. So I don't know if it's something that just doesn't fit anymore in your life, with the reference of the suitcase again, you know, something which is like a puzzle piece to you which doesn't actually like really fit anymore the way that it used to. Again, this can be metaphors for so many different things. So it could also be something that's just like a part of you, a version of you, which doesn't really exist anymore to what it used to be, you know. So maybe it's kind of like things you're doing in your life which again don't really fit anymore. With the Eight of Swords here, once again, it could be like mental blockages, things like that. And I'm hearing you need to use your voice. So something with the Queen of Wands, you might need to use your voice with something, speak your truth with something at this time. And I am getting, for a lot of you, this has something to do with loyalty, something to do with connections, but it won't be the case for everyone. But for some of you, this is something here to do with like connections in your life, and maybe even, I'm not sure if you're going from one connection to another, or if this is sort of evaluating with the Two of Wands here, which kind of connection maybe. Which one is the puzzle that fits right now? Which connections or which potentials for future connections fit the puzzle piece of who you are now? Because with that Four of Pentacles, they're going back to that black tourmaline crystal, to where there's almost a need for energetic protection and boundaries here for whoever this is for, because well, let's see a little bit more. This is the Winter Wonderland Oracle. This is a new deck. This is such an awesome deck here. This is by Mystic Moon. Let's see, what else do we need to know about this message here today? I'm hearing you're free if you want to go. With the Eight of Swords here, you're free if you want to. So it seems like this is a message for some mental, again, block or trap here. And with the Queen of Wands, as I said, there's like a cleansing and a purification happening for somebody. I'll have to get a little bit more detail to go deeper into this, because we get more detail as we go, because I don't know if this is maybe vice versa also for some, but it feels like with the Queen of Wands here, there's something about like this path is clear if you want it, if you want to be happy, or if you want this offer, or if there's something maybe better for you, or there's like a I'm hearing out of the gray area. So okay, let's get some more detail here. Tell us some more detail, Spirit. What is this message about? I'm hearing, if this does resonate with you, some of you have been getting signs about this. I'm not sure if it's because, you know, not every reading, but some readings that you've watched are giving the same information. I'm just hearing that for somebody. Or maybe you have like synchronicities that have been following you around, and they've been almost like adding up day to day to give you a message of something. So we have trolley, take the next step. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. There's some next step being taken here with the Six of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, of something which is not being taken though because of fear, suppressed fear, nightmare. And I'm getting this strong feeling, and I think this actually came up, I believe it was the Gemini reading I did. I know Gemini had it, I think there's another sign too, but there's almost like there's something which is being called forth, like there's an intuitive call that somebody or you have towards this, whatever this next step is that you want to take in your life. And tell me a little bit more. Castle, dreams coming true. So like that Ten of Cups, this is a castle, something that is, For some of you, this is actually quite a deep thing here, but this could even be something that your soul has always been meant to do, like fulfill a certain destiny that you have been meant to do or create, or whatever this is. It's going to be different for a lot of you. I'm going to get some of these specific things here in a second to see what detail it is, but for a lot of you, it could even be something like that, to where this castle is something that you've always envisioned for yourself, whatever that might look like. With the Ten of Cups, it could be creating some business, it could be your manifestations, some vision that you have for what you want for your future, and it's more grand than that, though. It's something which I feel is part of what you're actually here to do, or even possibly some dream that you've always wanted. It could even be love too, possibly, but it's something meant for you. I keep getting it's like something that has always been meant for you. And I'm just seeing somebody counting sheep, you know, so it could even be could be at nighttime, because I know counting sheep is like a reference of insomnia, but I'm almost seeing it as even just like in the daytime, you know, it's like somebody sitting and watching the cars go by, just counting them go by, but not taking any action, just sort of envisioning it, or sitting back, but not actually doing something to create that life. So if that is you, because again, sometimes these can be vice versa, so I don't know if we're talking about somebody else around you, but if this does sound like you here, I feel like Spirit's saying that there could be a lot of suppressed fears that actually are just really at this point holding you back from whatever these dreams are that you very much have the ability to attain. And not only that, but it's meant for you on that deeper level. But see, this is definitely fear here. The Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords, this kind of stuck in between, not doing anything, but just sort of sitting there, sitting back. So if this is you, again, with the trolley here, and if you have, if this is serving as a confirmation for you, right now is a time to take the next step. Whatever this Page of Pentacles is, take the next step towards this goal, take the next step towards actually tangibly creating this thing, or moving it into action in the physical world. Some of you, I'm hearing, unplug yourself from social media. That's very specific, but or even just like too much excess clouded confusion with the Eight of Swords here, with that Black Tourmaline to the Two of Wands. I think I said something too where there was maybe certain things which are not fitting the puzzle of yourself anymore. So if you feel like maybe you're watching too many videos, or there's too much, you know, scrolling on social media, it's almost like it's kind of just siphoning out your energy. And even if it's not like an excess, there's still kind of a need here to sort of create your life right now, and not sit back and just sort of sit there and not make it happen, you know. I'm hearing for somebody as well that this is specific as well, but this could be something that you had a false start with many times. I don't know if you tried to like get something off the ground, or you tried to make some type of business move, or if it maybe is a love connection and it just like wasn't working. And it's almost like you're either being advised to try it again or to do it in a different way. You'll kind of know what that is for you. Either try it again, or sort of just shift what it is that you are doing maybe a little bit, or like rethink or replan, whatever that is. Learn from your past, and we have Lovers. Yeah, because for some of you, I was getting, it could be a love connection. But yeah, with this Ice Age here, learn from your past. This is the puzzle. So with the Soul, I feel like with the Queen of Wands, some of you have like some type of certain destiny here. Let me get some of these detailed cards to see if we can get deeper into what exactly it is, because it won't be a Lovers for all of you, but for some of you, this is something that is involving something that you love, which, you know, it doesn't always have to be a person. It could just be like what you love to do, or what your passion is, or what with the two people here too, kind of like the puzzle, the half of you or the other half. because I'm almost seeing like currency, you know, like our energy is currency. And they're showing me that, you know, if you're spending your currency of your soul elsewhere, that could be why they showed me disconnecting from social media, maybe. Being more aware of where you spend and where you kind of like expend your energy. Can you tell me, Spirit? Yeah, here's the Four of Wands. When I divided the deck, that's a union of some sort. And I'm getting a feeling with this Four of Wands, I'm hearing it will be easy, or it's meant to be easy. So I feel like there is a particular connection, there's a particular part of your Snapchat of your future I'm seeing. Not Snapchat, snapshot of your future, to where it's like fitting, again, that, how to put this into simpler terms. I feel like with the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, basically, like I said, there's something that you're either manifesting right now, and this would be a confirmation that whatever you're doing, you are actually calling in some type of perfect match for you, even if it's something related to career as well. And it's safe to take the next step, or you will soon see that the next steps are going to be shown to you to get that. And it's almost like it's possibly even, this is like, because something about this reading feels like it's almost tapping into your Akashic records here, where there's like a snapshot of what it is that you're destined for, or who the partner is that you're destined for, which is being called in here. But it might just be about overcoming certain fears, learning from your past, you know, again, taking the next steps to make that happen, or to be open to that to happen here. So let me get some of these to see if there's any particular detail then of this, Spirit. Can you tell us anything else about this? Because there's so many different people watching, so it will resonate differently for different groups of you. But I think that's the main kind of message here. So what else can you tell us for this reading? Anything specific that can help to give some clarification? I'm seeing a lot of green, so there's a lot of focus of the heart chakra here. And it's also like there's a calmness somehow from this energy. That's why I said it's supposed to be easy. So there's like an easier path for you. So if you're trying to like force something to happen right now, if you're trying to like force either another person to fit the puzzle of your life, and it's just not working, and you've tried and it just doesn't work, or you've tried to maybe even try to be someone that you're not, and it just doesn't feel organic, it doesn't feel like it's right, this would be the sign that you're meant to kind of surrender that maybe and flow towards what it is that is supposed to be a part of your plan. Because if we're swimming up the current and we're trying to force things to happen which are not truly meant for us, it's like our soul, our higher self is knowing the way, but we have to usually get out of our own way to allow that to happen. You know, surrender, letting go of the ego mind, the fear. And that could be where sometimes it gets enhanced when we listen to too many readings, or when there's too much noise going on around us. It can really kind of cloud what the true soul is trying to say. And yeah, so what details, Spirit, do we need to know about this then? What are the details of what you're trying to say here with this new path? I'm also hearing blowing smoke. If there's been anything like it which is blowing smoke in your face right now, you know, again, with the Seven of Swords, maybe it could even be like you know, blowing smoke in your own face, if that makes sense, like kind of clouding your own vision. but it very well could be that this is somebody who's taken advantage of you right now, especially for those of you, because there's going to be different groups of you, but for some of you, there's someone currently in your life who's been taking advantage of you, or maybe even groups of people. If it's like a work situation, maybe there's a lot of work colleagues or co-workers, or just whatever this is that you're providing out with your currency, your energy, which people are taking advantage of, or one particular person is taking advantage of. And Spirit wants to say in this reading that if that sounds like it's for you, they're just kind of blowing smoke right now in your face, and it's something that is not, again, for you. Maybe a troublesome situation will arise, but it will not turn as bad as you expect. Turn out as bad as you expect. I'm hearing Aquarius. You may face disruption within the current flow of life, but this shift is needed in order to clear out what no longer serves you. Yeah, so that's what we were getting with the suitcase reference as well. This could even be an Aquarius season, which would be in the end of January and February. So that might be what we're preparing for here, because a lot of times these readings can be before this actually happens. You might resonate with it now, but a lot of times it's like a month or two later, is from what I've found. But I do feel like with this here, there is something that a lot of you have to go through, and it might not be pleasant for everyone, because I am getting, to be honest, there might be something which happens, which is, for example, maybe it's a breakup of a connection, or maybe it's you finding out news that you don't really want to hear in the moment. But again, like I said, with the Queen of Wands, there's something about your soul knowing the path right now. And it's really hard to trust that, because we think that we know what's best for us, or we think that, like our ego, our fear is saying that I want it a certain way, or I want it with this particular person. And this is where your guides are coming in to say that whatever this disruption is or will be, it is going to be for the best. Again, the same information here. You may soon face a minor setback. And I'm getting a side note here coming in that a lot of you could be a starseed, but I'm getting this energy of like a deep ocean waters, and they're like crystal clear blue, very light blue waters. And I heard something about your endless potential, or your creative potential, your soul's potential. So if this is in regards to maybe even career for some of you, or again, I don't know, whatever it's going to be, something which is going to clear out from your life, or maybe even cause a temporary disruption, it is guiding you towards your deeper soul's calling and your deeper soul's fulfillment, and also your deeper soul's partner, especially for those of you who are single and you really just don't like, maybe like you're overcoming the past hurts and pains here. Just know that this trolley, when you hop on here, it's taking you somewhere very sacred. Okay, let me grab that card. You will spend more time with the person you have been wanting to most. And then this card also flew out here. The distance between you and a love interest will soon begin to close. Open, honest, and clear communication will begin to evolve, bridging any gaps in your relationship. I'm seeing two people. This offer could be someone coming in to ask you to go talk somewhere. I'm seeing like a restaurant or a coffee date with the Page of Pentacles. So something which usually is like that, because it's something that can be physically tangible. So some of you might receive an offer from a love interest, but I mean, again, this will depend. If this is somebody that basically, I feel like, again, what's meant for you will not pass you by. It really does depend on what that particular offer is going to turn into in the future. I mean, some of you, that could be the disruption that you're going through now, but something will turn out better than you expect because it is going to be mended, or that situation will come together in a way that you will be happy about. You know, that could be the trolley, that you're getting on this trolley because someone will want to offer this to you to maybe like talk about things or to resolve any issues, and things will turn out better. But you know, this also could be the disruption itself for others of you too, where, you know, someone could want to talk, or you might spend time with somebody, but maybe if it's not that puzzle piece that fits with your life, it could be that is going to be the disruption. And that will be kind of cleared out from your life at some point, maybe. It really will depend. I don't know which one it is, but yeah, but your prayers are being answered. That's why I said in the beginning with the 10 of Cups, there's a manifestation, if not many, that you have been really calling in here to your life. And it feels like, you know, even with the trolley, a lot of times when we manifest things, you know, those certain bridge of incidents will unfold to bring us closer to that desire. So there could even be things like that happening, where a lot of times too, when we do manifest things, sometimes we have to clear out that suitcase, and the universe will show us what that is, or what area that is that we have to clear out. So if it means that you're gonna, you know, go through a breakup over it, or if it means that there's going to be betrayal from somebody, those things are going to only lead you to your ultimate manifestation, but it's going to happen in those kind of mysterious ways. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so you'll be entering into a transitional phase in which you may feel restless. Things may seem complicated at this time, but these changes are needed to help you move forward on your journey. You may feel uncertain about an upcoming situation, but if you take a leap of faith, great reward will come out of it. So again, let's get the final cards here, but I do feel like that's the summary of it. Is some of you might have an offer extended, and you will feel intuitively like that's the right thing to do, that's the right offer to accept. You might have an offer from a love interest wanting to bridge communication or contact with you. I don't know the outcome of that. I'm not sure if that's going to be what, because there's two, you know, because for some of you, there's a different groups of you. There's some people who are taking advantage of you, and then you also might have someone who wants to either mend that, and they want to heal that situation with you, or you're going to see the true colors of these people or person, which could be the disruption itself. Let me get one more of these, and then I'll get this final deck to see the advice. Is there anything else, Spirit, to kind of put together that, or any clarification about which one it is? Any final message here that we need to know about this? Attitude adjustment. Bah humbug. Assistance is needed. Holding pattern, frozen. That Page of Pentacles is that elf energy I'm getting. Somebody's coming in to help you with something, or could even be the universe will extend some offer or give you, or kind of like, you know, push something to happen in your life, which is going to be for that reason of all of these things we've had here, to help you to clear things out, to help you to call in your manifestation. There's definitely help on the way. Even if that help is something that we don't always understand why things happen. Because with this attitude adjustment, that's going back to the message I said earlier, that there are certain people who don't or person or people who haven't maybe seen your true value, and something about that's shifting. But I'm getting it's really important right now to have boundaries. I said that before too. It's important to have boundaries so you will know which one, but definitely, you know, whatever you can do to kind of protect your energy right now, and to know that, you know, once again, what is supposed to be for you is easy, effortless, will flow into your life naturally. It will be something which feels like it's a fit, you know, it feels like that other shoe that just fits, you know, the slipper fits. But if you are and possibly some of you too, with that Eight of Swords, you know, maybe your mentality about these things need to shift. If you feel like you're overly negative about this, or if you feel like you can't move, because I did say before too, there was that feeling of just sort of watching things pass you by, but not actually taking action towards it. So if that sounds like you as well, take a leap of faith towards these things for the doors to open. You know, if we keep doubting ourselves or sit back and not go on that trolley, then it's going to be difficult to get to those places that we're meant to be. So maybe this disruption already happened, or maybe there's certain things which will kind of collapse, and then you might feel discouraged, you know. Yeah. Okay, so let's get the final card then. What is the final message, spirit, or advice for the viewer to close out and to summarize this reading? And I think I'll get some of those little sticks, not the ones of the names here today, but the hints as to what energies might this be specifically at the end here. But any final message for the viewer about this reading today? I'm hearing something with a tree, something with being more stable, or knowing that stability is going to come into your life. There's going to be more stability, but see, here's what I said, boundaries. And I also mentioned too, I think some of you, this could even be career related. I forgot what came up now. There's a ton of different things for this reading, but there was some part of it where there was a part of your destiny that maybe some of you are meant to, you know, fulfill. There's a certain talent you have, or there's a certain path that you're walking, which is, I just saw 3-3. So 3-3-3 you could be seeing as well, which is something you're meant to do in this lifetime. And Spirit could even be sending some messenger or offer your way to bring assistance to you to make that happen. But maybe you have to really believe in yourself. If you have doubts, or if you feel like there's too many things which have gone wrong, there's some maybe help along the way here, which is, you know, you again have to take the leap of faith here to claim that reward. It's like if you win a prize and you never go and claim the prize, but you might not, it's because you might not see the prize currently, because it's something happening in spirit or behind the scenes. But just know that Spirit wants you to know that there is some blessing, stability, things that are trying to reach you right now, you know. But here again, you might need to clear out some things and people that no longer fit in that suitcase. So sacrifices might need to be made in that way. One more card here. Yes, we have good luck and we have answers. Yeah, you're getting answers, and I feel like I'm here. I don't know why I'm seeing a security check, you know, like at an airport, but I feel like what Spirit's doing with this, or what they're saying with this, is it's almost like your aura is being checked. You know, you go through the security checkpoint, and something where like, are you clear to go? Are you ready to go? And I think this is happening on a checkpoint level in spirit and soul, maybe your higher self too, like preparing you for something, but needing to know, are you really ready? Have you you know, are you still taking, I don't know why they keep showing me airport suitcases, travel. So maybe some of you, this is travel even, but you know, are you still taking that suitcase which is overflowing? Have you taken out the unnecessary things from that suitcase? Because we're trying to give you the answers. Yeah, it's like I'm hearing love and hate, but the way I'm seeing it in this case is there's a fine line between you know, how to put it. Things can churn at any minute if we're open to it. But yeah, I feel like there's good luck coming in for a lot of you, especially as we're nearing February and March. I feel like that will be when it really, this will either come in, this offer, or this more of a clear answer as to whatever this might be for you, the freedom that you need to pursue these things, the freedom you need to have those experiences and those happy relationships, those things that are easy and flow. They don't have to be so strained or so difficult. You know, this will start to come in the next few months. But let me grab these little things here. So yeah, I hope this makes sense. Definitely a lot of energies in this reading, but that's what I'm getting. So let's see if there are any other clues as to any specifics. Spirit, I just saw 3737. So I don't know, that could be an angel number. We have honesty, so on top of answers. So yeah, some of you are going to receive some, you know, could be honesty from a person around you, honest truths that might come in, which again, some of them could be painful maybe, some of them could be things that you have to, you know, learn from in order for you to accelerate, because that's kind of the feeling I was getting where, you know, sometimes these disruptions take place because our soul is trying to lead us somewhere different. But it could be spirits being honest with you too. There's some honesty coming your way in whatever form. We have memories. So we do have this learn from the past here too, and it's actually on top of talent. So remember I mentioned too, there's something in this reading about like the Akashic record, something that your soul knows how to do. That might not be for all of you, but for some of you, there's some talent that you have that it's coming back to you. Something that like from a past life, or something that you're naturally talented at or good at, or is part of your destiny. We have far, and we have likes you. So someone here could like you, someone from afar, kind of like with that elf too. Somebody either like a friend, or could be a spirit guide even, or a lover who is coming in from afar. Maybe that person who's going to also want to build with you, or someone who's going to want to come closer to you. We have panther, so yeah, that's on top of your prayers are being answered. So when I see a panther, I always think of like strong protection. And we have this black cat here too, so there's a lot of black cat energy, but it's like you're very protected here. And there's also, when I see a panther, I think of like somebody who's very spiritually gifted. We have too late, and we have close. So for some of you, there's something coming in, but it's too late. Could be a betrayal that, you know, maybe some of you are either finding something out, or someone could want to say something to you, but it's too late. We have blessings, and we have unforgettable. So yeah, you're receiving blessings. There's going to be an answer coming into you about your blessings moving forward, about how these blessings will fit into your life. Again, I'm getting so many different things here, so take what's going to resonate. Some of you, there could be someone who feels like you're unforgettable to them, but again, they've taken advantage of you, or maybe they took advantage of your kindness in the past, and it's like, this is them now. They're like this bah humbug. You know, or even you felt like you were taken advantage of and you are unforgettable, but your attitude about this might need to shift. You know, learning from the past, learning to be more open, learning to kind of forgive people. But yeah, some of you are maybe having some clearing of a relationship around you, of something that, you know, either is too late, too little too late, or it's some information reaching you about that. We have don't go, nighttime, positive. So obviously on top of good luck, we have positive. This just seed, black tourmaline, just flew out. Yeah, some of you, there's like a protection around your talents, a protection around your gifts, a protection around even possibly, you know, like I said, with the lovers too, a certain sacred connection, which is supposed to come in your life, or is supposed to be easy, is supposed to fulfill, you know, make you happy. That's very protected for you currently. And you know, maybe even something at nighttime. I don't know. I think I saw counting sheep too. So I don't know if maybe some of you are having a hard time sleeping, or if you have any like bad dreams or nightmares or something happening at nighttime, which is attached to this, I don't know, some pessimistic person or negative energy around you, or your own attitude. We have fantasy, which is on top of. Okay, let me get one more. Because at that 10 of Cups, we have Facebook, inner voice, and we have suspicious. Okay. So again, very specific, but some of you, there could be something about Facebook. I don't know what that is. Maybe some offer extended through Facebook, maybe something with the good luck, something you find on Facebook, see on Facebook, something which will give you inspiration. But ultimately trust your inner voice right now and your intuition. Because again, there's something lurking here around you. Fantasy in your head. Rising to the top. So again, that's what you're doing. You're rising to the top. I don't know what this is though, this fantasy. Yeah, you're gonna have a victory dance here. Something which is very successful. Yeah, so a lot of you, you're gravitating towards your intended soul's purpose and path. That's definitely what I've been getting in the reading. Something that's going to maybe even like start to come out of nowhere for those of you who don't know what it is. Something that is aligning perfectly at this current moment in time to lead you towards your soul's path. It's going to be a surprise too, something which is going to be a reward, but I don't know what this is. This humbug, suspicious energy. Maybe some of you know what it is because it feels like it's an outlier. I don't know what that is. It feels like it's something which is just, it's something either causing disruption for you in terms of an attitude, someone who has a bad attitude, people who don't serve you, or again, things that you've cluttered kind of in your own mind in that suitcase, which really need to go so that you can really pursue this soul's path and purpose. Yeah, it's something very deeply ingrained, something at nighttime, something in the dream state, something in... This could also be just nighttime, referring to the darkness, in the darkness of your mind, in the darkness of your deep subconscious fears. Remember, we had suppressed fears. So it's something which is a suppressed fear for some of you, which is why it's maybe so hard to see what that is, because it's very deep, it's deep down, it's suppressed. Something that is maybe keeping you from your true soul's purpose and path. Yeah, from your abundance to your 10 of Pentacles, something that is really meant for you, something that can bring you a lot of financial reward, something that can bring you a lot of purpose and fulfillment. Yeah, so fears about this, something at nighttime again, some fears about this, or someone possibly around you who is contributing to this, people who, you know, maybe someone specific who has a bad attitude, who is this person who maybe is feeling unforgettable about you, but I don't think that's the main part of the reading, so there may be just like an outlier or kind of in the background. But I'll leave it here. I hope this reading could be helpful for whoever it was for. If you did enjoy it, please give it 8 thumbs up, and I hope that this could connect with you, and I hope you have a great weekend and happy holidays. Take care and lots of love. Lots of love. Lots of love.